What is going on, football fans? Today I wanted to talk about New York Giant great Eli Manning. And it has been a fun 15 years watching this guy play. He's my favorite New York Giant of all time. And this will probably be his last year wearing a New York Giants jersey. I think the writing's on the wall. We drafted Daniel Jones, number 6 overall, to obviously replace Eli Manning sooner than later. And in today's NFL, when you have a rookie quarterback on a rookie contract, it's only a 5-year window. The longer you wait, the more you waste that opportunity to build a roster around your quarterback. So to me, it just doesn't make sense to carry Eli Manning after this year unless he went out there and competed for a Super Bowl. I don't know if he necessarily has to win one, but he has to play out of his mind, and the Giants would have to have a great season. And if we're being fair, that's probably not in the cards. You never know. This is football. But what I wanted to talk about in this video is whether or not Eli Manning can prove the doubters wrong one last time. He's going to be 38 years old, and people are saying he's done. A lot of people have been saying he's done for 5 years now. And a lot of Eli Manning supporters, myself included, have said, well, some of it is Eli's to blame on Eli. A lot of it has to do with the lack of talent around him. His horrible offensive line, no consistency in the running game outside of last year, of course, with Saquon Barkley. I mean, they rank damn near last in running every year. The offensive line ranks near the bottom of the league every year. And when you can't support your quarterback, I don't care how good he is, he's going to struggle. Now, Eli Manning, he's been prone to throw interceptions. We know that. And he makes mistakes sometimes. He makes you shake your head. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? With the bad comes the good. The guy won his 2 Super Bowls. He played great in those seasons. He played great in 2015, in which he threw 35 touchdowns. Now, a lot of people attribute that to Odell Beckham. Well, this year, those people who attribute it to Odell Beckham can no longer do that. He is off the team, okay? And Eli Manning now has the opportunity to spread the ball around, much like he did when we lost Plaxico Burress. Obviously, when he shot himself in the foot. I actually think Eli Manning progressed as a quarterback after that because you saw him move the ball around. And like I said, Eli has been doubted his entire career, whether it be his rookie season in 2004 when he played horrible, those 7 starts that he received. He then came back, brought the Giants to the playoffs in 2005. 2007, he was doubted again. Even up until when they went to the playoffs, a lot of people thought that Eli Manning was done. Some people thought that they should move on from the quarterback position. Then he went on the miraculous run. He was doubted 3 years later. Then in 2011, when he went on the radio and said he was an elite quarterback, he proved the doubters wrong once again. 2015 had his career year. Last year, he was efficient, but yes, you clearly saw a lack of confidence. Can some of that lack of confidence have to do with the fact that he had a left tackle that could not provide any protection? Possibly. Could some of his poor play have to do with the fact that he felt like he had to force the ball to Odell Beckham? Possibly. He played very good the last 4 games when Beckham was out. We're going to find out when he spreads the ball around. And there's no excuses from either end. From the people that said it was all Beckham, well, Beckham's not here. And from the people that said that it was all the offensive line. Well, the offensive line's improved. We brought in Kevin Zeitler. Jalapio's back. The left side's improved. So we're going to find out. We're going to find out if Eli Manning still has any gas left in the tank. But one thing I'll say about Eli Manning, do not doubt this man. And we know that Eli Manning has been picked on his entire career, right? With the funny memes, the funny faces he makes, being compared to his brother Peyton, which a lot of people say, is a benefit for Eli having the Manning name. I personally think it's not. I think it's a deterrent because people constantly compare you to arguably the greatest quarterback who ever lived and up those expectations. If Eli Manning was Eli Johnson and he had 2 Super Bowls, people I think would think of him a lot higher than they do, in my humble opinion. 2 Super Bowls are 2 Super Bowls. He's one of only 4 quarterbacks with 2 Super Bowl MVPs. But yeah, of course, we remember all the funny faces and, people making fun of the way he acts and looks and his all shucks attitude. But I personally think that attitude was perfect for New York. But this year, can Eli Manning get it done? He's coming to camp. He's looked trim. He's looked motivated. He went out and he worked with Al Leiter. Obviously a New York Mets pitcher, a former New York Mets pitcher, and Yankees pitcher for that matter. And they say that it has helped his arm strength, and the players have reacted that way. Evan Ingram has been on record since April of saying that the Eli doubters are completely wrong, and that it's not Eli to blame. And he still backs up his quarterback and thinks he could get it done. Something that is refreshing to hear from a New York Giants pass catcher. Sterling Shepard has said the same thing last year and this year throughout camp. The New York Giants teammates are behind Eli Manning. Golden Tate came in and said he's extremely impressed with his knowledge. He still has the arm strength. The zip is still on the ball. The players are behind him. It's time for the fans to get behind him, too. This is a New York Giant great. This is a guy who is going to be celebrating probably his last year wearing number 10, wearing the blue. Enjoy it, okay? He's coming motivated. He's coming to prove you wrong. All the people that doubt this guy, myself included at times, there's times where I watch him play and say he's done. Well, he's motivated this year. He's definitely motivated. And I hope that he has a fire lit under his butt, with obviously the acquisition of Daniel Jones. Maybe that's what it took for Eli Manning really to go out there and say, okay, I got to do this. Because when Eli Manning's been motivated before, he's proven the doubters wrong. And this year he's going to get one more opportunity. And I hope he goes out there and has a magical season and leads the Giants to a playoff berth. Is it probable? No. Is it possible? Yeah. I mean, we've seen things that are a lot less possible happen with Eli Manning. I think we all remember the David Tyree play, okay, when he got out of the grasp and threw the ball down the field and led the Giants to an improbable Super Bowl in which they knocked off arguably the greatest team in the history of football had they won that game in the 18-0 Patriots. So, if anybody could pull off miracles, it's Eli. And this year, he's going to get the opportunity to do it. His feet are on the fire. And the first time he throws an incompletion, people are going to be calling for his job. There's no doubt about it. His first interception, there's going to be half the crowd is going to be booing him off the field and hoping to see Daniel Jones. But we know Eli Manning's equipped to deal with that. He's dealt with it his entire career. Okay, hate on Eli all you want. I think Eli's going to go out there this year and have a great year. I really do. I don't expect to see Daniel Jones until very late in the season. Because I think Eli Manning's motivated. And I think Eli Manning is going to play very good this year with the improved offensive line and with the ability to spread the ball around. But we're going to find out in just a few weeks. Of course, preseason starts up just 6 days from today against the New York Jets. I can't wait to see the New York Giants get out there and Eli Manning getting started on his farewell season as a New York Giant. As always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.